just lay down. So now we have to make a plan on if we're gonna wait him out or what. He's a really nice buck. So we're about to pick Steve Hornady up. Steve is the CEO and president of Hornady Manufacturing. I'm hearing huge reports of big deer, so stick with us. It's gonna be a blast. We'll run out to camp, we'll go sight the gun in, and then we'll have an evening hunt.
Okay.
So. So we got a really nice buck up here, but he's just right under that mark that we're trying to find. So we'll let him go and see what else we can find. We still got about an hour of the good hunting before stuff falls apart. So, but he sure is pretty though. He's got some extra trash, and I hope we don't regret it. Let's talk about the history of Hornady. You guys have had a very colorful history, you know, with your father starting the business and his untimely passing, and you taking the helm and developmental of tons of really neat technology and bullets.
Well, we can go all the way back to the beginning because my dad started the business in '49 and I was born that year as well.
Well, that's handy.
So yeah, it's kind of convenient, and that's how I keep track. But we've done very well, and my dad came out of after Second World War, and he believed that there would be a market for some people who wanted to be shooters and hunters, and that's what got us started in the business. And we're a bullet company, and I want to emphasize that because that's our background. My dad was killed in '81 in a plane crash, and I took over the company, and I didn't know diddly squat. And we got into the '90s, and it became very evident to us at that point in time that if we were going to continue in the ammunition business, we had to be able to get into making cartridge cases. We had to be able to do our own. So we started developing that technology, and that's really what's made the difference for us. And of all the ammunition manufacturers in the United States, we are the only one that manufactures 100% of our bullets ourselves. Back where you saw that first buck, there's another one.
Yeah, they just ran from something. There's 3 of them there now.
Mm-hmm. Another one to the left, yeah.
It isn't long before Ike spots a really nice buck feeding in the oak brush.
Would you be happy with that buck, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
I think right where the yellow ends and the green starts, and there's a little depression. I think he's in. Yeah.
The buck soon beds down out of sight in the heat of the morning sun, just as the guys slowly creep to within shooting range.
He went over the edge. Oh, he's probably down the bottom of this. Boy, he's a good buck. When he ran off, I went, oh.
Steve and Ike are wishing they would have had a bird's eye view after the buck bolts out of his midday bed and out of the draw into the thick sea of oak brush.
One of the attractions that we have as a family to Hornady is that you guys are a family-run business, family-owned, still family-owned.
100%.
Your second generation, your son, Jason, is third generation.
Right.
Guy and I are third generation.
Yeah.
That is a very attractive to us because when we talk hunting or we talk about ammunition, we talk about bullets, I mean, it's you. I mean, it's your name. And that's very cool that we can share in something. You guys build this stuff and you hunt with it. You know, we're on a hunt that you're testing something unique, something you guys developed.
We live and breathe this stuff.
As the morning hunt comes to a close, Ike finds what appears to be an even bigger deer, a 200-inch class buck, still feeding on the edge of the oak brush.
All right, so see the really tall dead trees in the middle of that oak brush? They're like just sticks. There it is. Should be right. You see those dead trees? It should be right in there. See if we can sit right here. Oh. Did he just lay down? Mm-hmm. We got no shot. I wonder if we can go up here. Just get above him a little bit so we can see his body, and then maybe we can get him to stand up and get a shot on him. Get a different angle on that. He's laying there. You can only see his antlers. So we got a really good buck here, but he laid down on us. It's getting late in the morning. So now we have to make a plan of if we're gonna wait him out or try and get him to stand up or what. He's a really nice buck. He's got some inlines. He's gonna do it. Take him. Nice shot. Not that I anticipate anything else, but that is a dead deal.
You should always anticipate something else, huh?
He dropped into the brush. I can still see his antler. Nice work, Steve. Oh boy.
No shrink.
No, there is no ground shrinkage on that. You made a heck of a shot on your deer. 200-inch deer, my gosh. He tried to give us the slip, laid down. Little did he know he has this 200 inches of rack above him in the oak brush that that we can see.
Yeah, but you know, if we hadn't seen where he laid down.
Oh, you'd have never found him. Never found him. No, he looked just like every other piece of oak brush up there.
Tiny little mistake on his part.
Yep.
And I've had that, you know, on lots of hunts. It's like when that animal makes a mistake, it's when it gives you the opportunity.
And you were able to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
That's key.
But you know, a lot of these people, they think that when you go out and hunt, it's just like, oh, you hunters, you've got guns, etc. Boom, you can just whack them and stack them. Baloney.
Yeah.
It isn't like that.
You're playing in their world, on their turf, their game. They have all the odds stacked against you.
Yeah. I don't believe that there is any animal in North America more elegant than a mule deer. They are, I believe, one of the most beautiful of all the North American game.
I agree.
And I've hunted the sheep, the goats, and the elk and everything else, but I love mule deer.
Well, Steve, thank you very much for coming on this hunt. This has been a wonderful, wonderful hunt. Saw lots of big bucks. The Hornady bullet did its job, right?
Well, I was very pleased with that, but I got to thank you and your brother and Eastmans for putting this whole thing together, because this is a wonderful place. We've seen a lot of deer, a lot of deer. I couldn't be more pleased with this buck. This is a phenomenal Colorado buck.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and remember, fair chase is the only way to hunt and take trophy big game. We'll see you next week right here on Eastman's Hunting TV.